in terms of the history of rock, you're a walking list of credits or an encyclopedia with Rod Stewart, and in the late 60s, Copperhead with John Cipollina, and Stoneground, and then the Starship and Hot Tuna. Talk about any of them and how working with them impacted you as a musician. You were a young man in those years.
Yeah, well, a good friend of mine, Mickey Waller, we had a band. We were in a band with Lee Stevens from Blue Cheer, and we had a band called Silver Meter. And Big Tom Donahue was our manager from the FM DJ. Mickey Waller was very, very close. He played with Jeff Beck, with Rod Stewart and Ron Wood, and so Mickey was a good friend of mine, and he introduced me to Rod because he was playing in Silver Meter with me, with Lee and I, and we'd gone back to England. Tom had taken us back to England to record, so I played on the album Gasoline Alley, which was the first album I did, first of 4 albums I did with Rod. And Rod had I played piano on Country Comforts and bass on the old Eddie Cochran Cut Across Shorty song. And Rod was just, his solo career was just kind of starting out, really. And then the next album was Every Picture Tells a Story, and that was really a good album. And I met Long John Baldry, on that. He was singing on the same album, and then I went off after that with Long John Baldry on his first, playing bass on his first 2 U.S. tours.
Did the Rod Stewart experience provide any particular lessons that were instrumental in your growth as a musician?
Yeah, I mean, I was playing piano mostly with him. I played a little bit of bass, but on his albums, there were 4 albums. And I think his production style, I liked his production style back then anyway, and it was really an anything goes approach. He was really interested in the feel rather than this sort of analyzing every little thing to make sure everything's perfect. A lot of that stuff was first takes, and there was some overdubs, of course. But it was a very, I think that stayed with me. I think that approach to music.
Let's get